He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Schweihart waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now batting, Jackie Bradley Jr. He drew a walk his first time up. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there for strike 1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up.
Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. But that'll hit off the wall in left center. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
This right here is the difference between an average hitter and a very good hitter. The average hitter probably doesn't do anything with that pitch, but this guy goes down and gets it, muscling it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Standing in now, Devin Mesoraco, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Comes set, the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
A pause and the 0-2, and he's down on strikes, so they get 2 men into scoring position, but that's as far as they'll get as the side is retired. 2 left for the Mets. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Matt Jordan.
First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we might be seeing a pitcher's duel today, and these 2 guys have certainly delivered on that promise.
You know, Matt, sometimes it's really hard to put a finger on why a guy pitches well and why a guy is having a very difficult time. So far, he hasn't had a very good season, but you know this, when you have the stuff that this guy has, he's 1 out, 1 inning, 1 pitch away from turning things back around, and he's pitching more now like the guy we thought he was going to be.
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance though as it landed in the upper deck. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just 1 lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And that'll bring in the Georgia native Charlie Culberson. Here's the first pitch to him. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. 1 out, nobody on. A high fastball is in there. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. But this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Into the box now, Blake Swihart. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The 1-0 home. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, man, he's locked in and pretty dominant since the first. So as long as he can get back in that groove with the next batter, he's not going to worry too much about it.
So we're runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Ender Inciarte. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Nope. And that misses for ball 1.
No strike.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man. Swihart is off at first with 2 away. Sliced hard down the left field line, and that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Finally, they show some signs of life. These guys have been swinging the bats like they're underwater or something. But a single and a double, and now they've got runners on second and third. We'll see if they can cash them in.
In now, Dansby Swanson, as the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. He's set. The 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right here. He's going to be pumped if he can work his way out of this inning with the game still tied.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. 2 left for Atlanta. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Mickey Callaway, the Mets skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off for the Mets.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Popped him up. Freeman is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And that misses 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Ground ball left side. Donaldson's up with it. Throw in time at first for route number 2. Jed Lowry now. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. The next to bat for Atlanta, Freddie Freeman. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Freddie Freeman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
The windup and the 0-1. And here's a pitch high and tight for a ball. 1-1. One-two is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
Fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
What a great battle to start this inning. What a great job by the leadoff hitter. He knows that this pitcher's starting to get up there in pitches. The manager's starting to get restless. Let's see if we can knock him out and get into that bullpen.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
Now batting, left fielder, Ronald Acuna.
So a runner at first now with nobody out, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. First pitch of the at-bat. And a high strike there. 0-1. Freeman aboard here at first with nobody out. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels,
Now
right?
batting.
All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Stepping in now, Johan Camargo, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Line drive to center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. Braves strand 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Stepping in, Peter Alonso. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. 1-1.
Yep, 1-1.
Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
Made pretty quick work of him right there, setting him down on only 4 pitches. And what I liked about all of those pitches, they were down around the knees or lower. Pretty hard to do any kind of damage when pitches are located in that spot.
Into the box, Michael Conforto. Popped him up. Swihart over to his left. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready for another shot now. Robinson Cano. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
2 balls and no strikes to Robinson Cano here. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
Oh, man, he took a swing and a half at that one. I think some frustration is creeping into these guys, so he might have just been trying to get his guys on the board with 1 swing.
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Drives it out to deep right center field. Ranging back is Inciarte, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and he will pull into second with a 2-out double. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
So a runner at second, 2 down now, and up next the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Matt, and every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Camargo calls for it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Coming forward now is the Braves designated hitter, Matt Joyce. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Bradley on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, number 8.
That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Into the box now, Charlie Culberson. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Now the 0-1. Not what he wanted to do there with the slider as it misses well above the zone. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Couldn't lay off that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you. Got him.
And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch, and even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Ready for another chance? Blake Swihart. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0.
It's really hard to work deep into games when you're having an outing like this guy is. You're going to strike out a lot of guys. Well, guess what? Your pitch count's going to go up too.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. Swing and a liner. Foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lowry is over to take a look. again, a 1-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Still no score. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Jackie Bradley Jr. It was a 2-bagger for him in his last at-bat.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Acuna is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher.
At the plate, Devin Mesoraco. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a ball 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
The batter, the shortstop, Ahmed.
Stepping up to the plate, Ahmed Rosario. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at-bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
1-0 the count. Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. And he fouls this one off. A 1-1. This is popped up. Freeman in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
The 2-2 fouled off. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Acuna's there for it. 2 down. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jeff McNeil. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
We're moving along into the later innings, and this guy's throwing over 60% of his first pitches for strikes. He'd like to do a little bit more, but so far so good.
Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. Pitch number 100 on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Camargo will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. We are still scoreless. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ender Inciarte. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Here it comes, 1-0. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. The 1-2. And here's a pitch swung on and grounded toward Rosario at short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter, number 7.
One away for the Braves here in inning number 8. And that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. First pitch on its way. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. 2-0 now. Two balls and a strike. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Yeah, and I don't understand that approach at all, Matty. He's not really known for having a whole lot of pop in his bat, but he is known for having really good speed. So personally, I'd much rather see him with a controlled swing and try to put the ball in play.
One out, nobody on. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
It's a fine line from working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Alonso on the move. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The first baseman, number 5.
Ready once again, Freddie Freeman. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a called strike.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
2 out, nobody on. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Now it's 1-2.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Rosario's got it cleanly. And the throw forces the first baseman to leave his feet, and by the time he came down, it's too late.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. He'll depart with our score tied, and he'll still be accountable for the runner at first, and the best he can do is a no decision in this one. Jerry Familia takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning. In now, Ronald Acuna, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 1-0. Here it is. Ball 2. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1. Familia is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So digging in now, Josh Donaldson, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Here's the first pitch to him. Drives it out to deep right center field. Cespedes is going back, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And the throw in gets away from him. And a huge insurance run is across to score all the way from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, that's a huge base hit right there, dear. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
Stepping in now, Johan Camargo. Left side, but well fouled. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Here's his splitter that's taken for a ball, 1-1. And he misses, 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike. And a sinker there, swung on and missed for out number 3. So it's 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, 1 error in the inning, and 1 man left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Braves on top, 2-0. Leading off the inning, Jed Lowry, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a liner. Foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1 is taken for strike 2. Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Count even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
He's been in total control out there tonight. Gets the leadoff guy with a strikeout there, and it just seems like we've seen so many off-balance swings and weakly hit balls in this one.
Now at the plate, Peter Alonso. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. Looking to send him packing again. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing at a bat at that pitch.
The 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
No better way to minimize the potential damage a cleanup hitter can do than to strike out both guys in front of him. Always a confidence boost when you can sit down the guys at the top of the lineup.
Next will be the designated hitter, Michael Conforto. And his dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Now here it comes. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And that's off the left field wall. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes one swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
Comes the Braves manager out as he'll take that slow walk toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left to board, but he cannot lose this one.
Your attention, please.
So they'll go to the bullpen now, and it'll be the left-hander here to face the upcoming left-handed batter.
Freed.
Robinson Cano will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. He's set, and the pitch. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Cano is certainly one of the right guys to have at the plate in this spot. A long ball would be huge, and he's hit more than 300 of them in his career.
Oh, yeah, when he knocked the donut off his bat on the on-deck circle, Matty, that was the only thing that was on his mind. He's been in this situation multiple times in his career. The moment will not get too big for him. He knows how to slow it down. Don't be shocked if he leaves Earth right here.
2-0 count. Here it comes. And this will be fouled away. Freed, a 25-year-old. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
Bullet back up the middle. And now a diving effort, but this is off the center fielder's glove. And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a 1-run game now.
Boy, a big game yesterday from these guys. It takes them a little while to get through in the score column, but finally they get through in the middle part of this game.
Yeah, Dan, yesterday it was a fight to get to the bat rack. Everybody was squaring balls up left and right. Today, not the same. Pitcher's been executing, but they were able to dial it in. Hopefully that's the breakthrough.
Standing in now, Yoenis Cespedes, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from me. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
And that's too high, ball 2. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0. Here it is, the 3-0 is looked at for the first strike.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We've played 8 full. Atlanta leads it 2-1. Daniel Zamora enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Matt Joyce. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. He was great all night long.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
Coming to the plate now, Charlie Culberson. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
1-0.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And it looks now like a right-hander's begun to get loose in the Mets bullpen. The 1-0 home. It is taken, strike 1. 1-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
One thing that could nag at you as a pitcher is having to work really hard to get a guy that you think you should be able to cruise right through. He's not known for his offensive prowess, but he's putting together a real nice at bat here.
1-run game here in the top of the 9th. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bradley is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Now to the plate, Will Swihart. He sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. The 1-0 is a heater in there for a strike. On the run, this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Down in order go the Braves. They still lead it 2-1. Arodys Vizcaíno comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 38, Arodys Vizcaíno.
Stepping into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9.
Listen, it's not easy coming back off the closers, but this guy hasn't been super dependable so far this season, and he's blown several saves up to this point.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Oh, 2. Here it comes. Oh, and that runs in and gets him. So now the potential tying run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Wow, you never want the tying run on base, especially that way. Looked like he lost his release point and the ball ran inside until it caught him. Now we'll see if he can work around it.
So stepping in, Devin Mesoraco. Previously against Vizcaíno. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. He's set. Here it comes. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1. Here it comes. Got him out at his front foot. It's 0-2.
Hey, guys, that's just a nasty pitch right there. I can't tell you how many nightmares I've had about nasty sliders, and that's exactly what that was right there.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
So striding forward now, Ahmed Rosario. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the stretch. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll dive back in safely. Has a look, now the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Chasing after it is Inciarte. He gets there, and that's the second out. Now at the plate, Jeff McNeil. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. From the stretch. In there, strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball's fouled off to the left, and he falls behind now 0-2. Bradley runs. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The Mets down to their final strike. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Good job there to slam the door for the win. And they finished the month with a bang, just the way you want to.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Atlanta Braves came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Mike Foltynewicz earns his 8th victory of the season. Jacob deGrom takes the loss despite allowing only 1 unearned run. Arodys Vizcaino records the save, his 17th on the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 2 runs on 4 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base.